Hey everybody, it's March. That means February's grocery haul is done. And I just wanted to make a little comment first before we get into what I bought and how much I spent. I had one comment, at least one, maybe more, asking why I went to the grocery store so often. Well, I like going to the grocery store. It's one of my favorite types of shopping. And I have quite a few stores close by. So I just get a few things at a time. I like to buy fresh produce, fairly often. I don't want to buy enough for a month all at once. So that's one reason. And I shop the sales. So if I'm going to be in an area where there's a store with some sales on the app or just, I look at the app and look at the weekly ad. If there are some things that I can get for a discount, I'll go to that store. It's not out of my way. It's not like I'm driving hundreds of miles. I don't do that. So that's my reason, and I like it, so I do it. If you go once a month or once every 2 weeks, that's fine. I just really like going to the grocery store. It's one of the few types of shopping that I enjoy doing. So let's get started on my February grocery haul and budget. Well, it's a new month, it's February, and I just went to Safeway and shopped the sales. I waited till Sunday, February 1st, because they had a 3-day sale. I think it was Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I don't know. But I wanted to get some sale items that were on sale only on those 3 days. Plus I got some regular sale items that are good Wednesday to Tuesday. So let's get started. We'll see if I can spend less in February than I did in January. I'll put a link to my grocery budget video for January at the end of this video. And you can see then what I spent for January 2026. And I probably will spend less because February has 3 fewer days. So we'll see. All right. I got some pears and some apples. I got 4 apples and 2 pears because these were on sale for 99 cents a pound. The pears were 85 cents and the apples were $2.36. And fruit has gone up a lot, so I was happy to find that sale. I also got 4 things of cheese, Fontina, Asiago, Romano, and Parmesan, and these were just $2 each. They were $3.99 and there was $2 off, so they were $1.99 each. And that's a really good price for 5 ounces. And while I was over in the cheese area, I saw this Cabot Creamery Extra Sharp cheddar cheese. It's 8 ounces, and this was $5. It was normally, I think, either $6.99 or $7.99. Let me look at my receipt, see if it's on here. It was regularly $7.99, so I saved $3, $2.99, $5. I will just show you. I got these vegetables. Those 4 bags, you bought 4, and they were $1.25 each, so it was 4 for $5. And that wraps up my purchase at Safeway. It was $21.69. And I saved 51%, which I think is great because they overcharge. That's how I look at it. It's like buy the sale stuff because they're overcharging in the first place. Get it when it's on sale so you get a better deal. That's how I look at grocery shopping. And I was going to get some kind of greens like spinach or lettuce, but I figured all these vegetables, I can just eat those instead. I'll get something like that when it's on sale. It's February, I'm looking at my calendar, February 4th, and it's the first Wednesday of the month. So I went to Safeway for senior discount day. They give you 10% off. They do here anyway. I don't know if it's nationwide at their different stores, but I like to take advantage of that. So, let's start off with some dairy. I got lots of dairy. I got 5 containers of Oikos, pre-mix yogurts. I know they have sugar and stuff. I don't care. If you don't want to eat it, you don't have to eat it. I'm going to eat it. They were only 50 cents each. So that was a good deal. And this Go-Gurt protein was on sale. It was, let me find it, $1.15. And this is all with the 10% off. So the yogurts would have been $2.50. So they were $2.25 for all 5 of them. I got 2 more of the cheeses. They were $1.99 each, and I got 20 cents off or 19 cents off on those. I got 3 packages of cheese. I got a lot of cheese because it was on sale. And those were $1.47 each. I got some kefir. I've never had kefir, and I decided to get it because it was only, I think, $1.75. And I figured it was like $7 normally. So then with the 10% off, it was less. And I got a, whatever this is, half gallon of milk for $1.25. And then there'd be the 10% off. And I also got some fish sticks. They were marked down. They had a red sign, $5.97. So then 10% off of that. I got some Simply granola, Quaker. This was $3.99, so 10% off of that. And half a pound or 1 pound of strawberries. And these, I believe, were $3.15 and then 10% off. I got 1 banana for 19 cents. I got 3 avocados, and they were 67 cents. Then I got 10% off of that. And I got some coleslaw kit, and I believe this was $2, then 10% off, make it $1.80. And a couple weeks ago, they had those 25-cent items in January, and they were out of these little cans of olives, and they were 25 cents each. So I got a rain check, and I used it today. I got 5 of these. 25 cents a can, that was $1.25 plus my 10% off. So my grand total today was $30.85. I haven't been going to the store as much, which is great. I'm using up stuff. So I went to the bin store today and I got a box of dipped Simply Protein Choco Berry granola bars. They were only $1 because I only go to the bin store on Dollar Day. So there's $1. Then I went to Safeway and I got 4 boxes of granola bar type things. And I don't eat these very often, but you know, they're full of preservatives and they'll last. Which I know I shouldn't eat, but it's nice to have something like this on hand once in a while. So I got 4 of those. They were $1.47 each. That was a good deal. I got a dozen eggs, $1.97. These were my best buy. These were only $1.27, and they're normally at least $4. I don't know. So I got fettuccine and tagliatelle. I don't know how you say that. That one right there. It's noodles. They're both noodles. And I got 2 packages of Tostitos tortilla chips. They were $1.99 each. Oh, the eggs were only $1.79. So at Safeway, I spent $14.19. And at the bin store, I spent $1 on these. I got other stuff, but it's not food. It is the middle of February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. And I just got back from our local Kroger store where I got some baby spring mix, $5. I got a gallon of milk. I got 2% this time. I usually get whole because of the saturated fat. I'm trying to lower my saturated fat. This was on sale for $1.99. The half gallon, which I usually get, was like $2.49 or $2.59. So I got that. I'll make some more yogurt. I got They had a 5 by 5 items and get them for 99 cents each. So 3 of those items was frozen vegetables. I got 1 mixed vegetable and 2 broccoli. And I also got 2 of these Healthy Choice beef Merlot dinners. So those were $1.99 each. I also splurged and got some of this Kinder Joy chocolate. I got 5 of these candy bars, 3 of this one, 2 of this one, because they were only 49 cents each. And I have a dedicated drawer in my fridge of chocolate. I don't eat it all the time, but this stuff is delicious. And it's usually, I think, $1.99 a bar. So this was 49 cents each. So I got 5 of them because there was a limit of 5. The other buy 5 items and get them for 99 cents. I got a can of beef ravioli and a can of Rotel. Every once in a while I like something like this. I know it's processed. It's delicious and I'm gonna eat it. And I was out of ketchup. I was pleasantly surprised that this was only $2.99. I've looked at the no sugar added before, but I must have been looking at Heinz or some other name brand. I also got 2 loaves of bread. I haven't had any bread for about a week and I miss it and I am gonna eat it. I love it. So I got Nature's Own, perfectly crafted, thick sliced multigrain and sourdough. And I'll freeze at least half of each of these because I don't eat that much bread quickly, but I got it. I also got some apples. Oh, and the bread was $4.79, buy one, get one free. So about $2.40 a loaf, that's pretty cheap. I got some apples, $1.94 for 4. I got some blueberries, just 9.8 ounces, and I think this was $2.99. Kind of expensive, I think, but. And then I got some Kroger coffee. This was $5.49. I got this cottage cheese free. It was $3.29, but I had a coupon for either 1 pound or 24 ounces free. So I got the 24 ounces. Since it was free, I figured why not? And I got another little box of these instant coffee for my trip. I haven't gone yet. And this was $1.59. So the $1.59 is cheaper than 1 cup of coffee out. So there you go. And my last item was some silken tofu. And this was $1.99. So I will make more of my mousse with this. I can't wait. And I spent a total of $39.70, and it looks like I saved $30.15, which just means, again, that they're overcharging normally. I forgot this. I got this lemon juice. I believe it was $1.25. So that rounded out my shopping trip to Kroger. I just went to CVS and I got a couple things because they are trapping me with a bunch of coupons each time I shop there, so I have to go buy something else and use the coupons. It's a racket. I'm falling for it. I got these 2 drinks, some tonic water and some sparkling water, and it costs $2.31. Went to Sprouts today because today's Wednesday and they have $5 sushi. So I got some sushi, California roll, $5. And I got some black pepper because I've been out and this stuff's so expensive. It was $3.99, but this will last forever, so I need to not worry about it. I got a few walnuts. These were 90 cents. And I got some marked down fruit because I will eat this very quickly, so it's still fine. It looks good. It's red, white, and blue fruit bowl. strawberries, blueberries, and coconut pieces. And this was normally $6.99. I got it for $3.50. So I spent a grand total of $13.53. It's the end of February, and I just went to Trader Joe's. Love these bags. And I just got a few things. I didn't really need anything, but I wanted to see if they had kimchi. And they did. So I got a jar. This was $3.99. Spicy fermented Napa cabbage. And I want to try to make my own, but I just keep putting it off, so I just bought it. It's gonna be really stinky. I've had it before and it's very stinky, but I'm just gonna eat like a tablespoon, just one little forkful, as a health benefit, because it has all kinds of probiotics and good stuff. So, got that. I got a jar of olives. These were $2.99. And one more thing. I got an English cucumber. This was $1.69. So at Trader Joe's, I bought 3 things and I spent $8.67. Okay, I went to the store today. It's near the end of the month, and I went to Safeway. I got 3 cans of beans. I got some pinto beans, black beans, and garbanzo beans. They were 84 cents a can. I got some extra virgin olive oil. It was on sale for $6.29. Had been $9.99. Because I'm almost out and I like to get it at a good price. I got some Open Nature granola, dark chocolate hazelnut. This was $3.04, normally $4.49. I got a banana and an avocado. The banana was 16 cents and the avocado was 99 cents. And I splurged, and I really don't care. I shouldn't eat these, but I'm going to. Cream puffs. They're called cream puff, dipped and has some powdered sugar. 2 have chocolate on top and 2 have powdered sugar. These were half off, so they're old. I don't care. They were $7. I got them for $3.50. So I spent a total of $16.50. I just got home from the Kroger store. It's late February. This may be my last shopping trip. I don't know. This month. I got 2 pounds of strawberries. They were $1.99 each. And I got a bag of wavy, lightly salted tater chips, $1.99. So my total was $5.97. Those are the groceries I bought this month and how much I spent. So total, I have my pile of receipts here, and I round up or down. I spent $159 in February for groceries. That's less than last month. I think last month it was $181, something like that, for January. Of course, February's a few days short, about 3 days less in February than in January, but this is kind of typical for me. I just buy what I need. I don't really pay that close of attention because I tend to just buy what I need. And in my monthly budget video that I put out, I allowed $200 a month, which is more than I generally spend, but you know, occasionally I might spend that or more, so I just put that in. So I don't think $159 is too bad. I know a lot of people spend less and a lot of people spend more. You know, it's just a very individual thing. It's just me. I'm not feeding anybody else for the most part. I mean, I may bake something once in a while and give some to the neighbors or something just so I don't eat it all. But, you know, for the most part, it's just me eating the food. So, you know, it works. And I'd love to hear if you want to share what you spend each month, or, if it's totally different like mine, if you care to share, that'd be great. And if you don't want to, that's okay too. I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time.